What's good, y'all? It's Steven Seymour from Batana, and today we'll be going over algebra word problems in the BGCSEs. So everybody hates word problems, but today we're going to simplify them. So this problem says, well, the formula for the cost of electricity per month, B, in dollars, for the use of E kilowatt hours of electricity is this expression here. This expression B is equal to 40 plus 7e over 50. So our first question in part A, it says calculate the monthly bill when 705 kilowatt hours are used, right? So let's take a step back and let's understand what everything is, right? So it says that B is the cost of electricity in dollars, right? So let's write that on the side. So B is cost of electricity. I can just put a cash sign. And then it says E. So it says for the use of E kilowatt hours of electricity. So E is just gonna represent the kilowatt hours of electricity. So those are the two variables that are involved in this formula here. So let's look at it. So A says calculate the monthly bill. So if I know that B is the bill, and they're giving me 705 kilowatt hours, and that just means that we need to substitute that in somewhere, right? So for part A, we have B is equal to 40 plus 7E divided by 50, right? And we already know that E, from here, we know that E is the kilowatt hours of electricity. So here they say that it's 705 kilowatt hours being used, and we need to find the bill. So to find the bill, we do B is equal to 40. And wherever we see an E, we substitute in 705. So I do 7 multiplied by E. That's going to be 705. And then that entire thing divided by 50, right? So when you punch this in your calculator, right? So I have 40 plus, and I have 7 times 705 divided by 50. So let's see, 7 times 705 is 4,935 divided by 50. So then when I do the division, I get 40 plus 98.7. So 4,935 divided by 50 is just 98.7, right? So then when I add these two, so 98, let me just pull out a calculator for this. 98.7 plus 40, well, 40 plus 98.7 is going to be 138.7. So now B is just going to be equal to 138.7. So that's $138.70. I'm just going to put the zero just because whenever you're talking about money, you typically say that 70 cents. You don't say 0.7. So that's part A. So anywhere wherever we saw the E, that's where we substitute in the 705 kilowatt hours right there. So let's go on to part B. So part B says, calculate the number of kilowatt hours used when the monthly bill is $61.14. So to do this, we actually have to do part C first. So part C says make E the subject of the formula. So if here they want us to calculate the number of kilowatt hours used, well, kilowatt hours, like we said up here, is E, right? So let me start writing this so y'all can understand. So here I have B is equal to 40 plus 7e over 50. And they want us to find, so for this question, we need to find e. So it says, I'm going to simplify the question and say, find e if b equals 61.14, so $61.14. So the way that I would approach this is I would actually do part C first to make my life easier, right? So let's make E the subject of the formula, and then we can just plug in B, and then it'll all be simple, and we get, what's that, 3 points there, 3 points there, we get 6 points, basically easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 40 from both sides. So I'm going to do minus 40 to get rid of this 40 term. So I have 40 minus 40 is 0. And now on this side, I have b minus 40 is equal to 7e over 50 minus 40, right? So now, oh wait, not minus 40, sorry, because we have 40 minus 40 is 0. So now I need to get rid of this 50, and I need to get rid of this 70. So what am I going to do? I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. So remember the reciprocal? So the reciprocal of 7 over 50 is just going to be 50. So I'm going to multiply by 50 over 7. I'm going to do that on both sides. So I'm going to have 50 over 7. So what's going to happen is the 2 50s cancel, the 2 7s cancel, and I'm just left with E. So here, I'm going to have E is equal to, let me write this in black. So I'm going to have E is equal to 50 over 7 multiplied by B minus 40. And that's how we make E the subject of the formula. So I'm just going to flip this around so it actually looks like sense. So when I flip that around, I'm going to get E is equal to 50 over 7 multiplied by B minus 40. So here we literally just made E the subject of the formula. So remember, in part C is asking us to make E the subject of the formula. So we technically already did part C. So now, to complete part B, we need to find whatever E is when B is equal to $61.14. So here, I'm just going to substitute wherever I see B, I'm going to put in $61.14. So now, I'm going to write this as E equals 50 over 7 multiplied by B minus 40. So I have 61.14 minus 40. And if you do that, you can use a calculator or you can use your head. So once you evaluate 61.14 minus 40, you should get, so we're going to get 50 over 7 multiplied by 21.14. And then now we just multiply these out to get our final answer. So now E is just going to be equal to, I'm going to punch it into my calculator. So E is going to be equal to 151, right? And remember, E is in kilowatt hours. So on the side here, I'm going to write 151 kilowatt hours of electricity. So this here is our answer for part B. So part B is what basically told us to find E if B is equal to $61.14. So what we did is we manipulated this equation here to make E the subject of the formula. After we did that, we just substituted in B, and then we substituted in $61.14 for B, and we got the value for E that we desired. So for part C, literally, this here is the answer for part C. And that's how you solve this word problem. So it's all about figuring out what do these variables mean. So these variables on the side here, figuring out what these mean, and then just taking your time, substituting things into the formulas and manipulating the formula to get what you want. And that's how you solve this problem. If you learned something from this video, hit the like button. Subscribe to us to see more of our content, and feel free to leave a comment below with any questions or video requests that you have. You can follow us on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to know when we upload new content. Thanks for watching.